everyone. Welcome to another episode of Self-Care with Meg. My name is Meg and I'll be leading you through your practice. Today we will be moving through a dynamic flow, working on a lot of hip opening. So if you need any props in pigeon, spoiler alert, we're going to be doing pigeon at some point. So get a bolster, a block, a blanket, whatever you need to make yourself more stable and more comfortable in that shape. So before we get started, we'll take some time working on our breath. So fix up your seat. If you are sitting on something, get cozy. If you're sitting on the ground, you can be cross-legged or kneeling. And then lace your fingers together and open your palms over your chest, unshakable trust mudra. Lift your sternum up into your hands and let your arms fully relax. Use that pressure as feedback for your breath. So every time you inhale, you can feel your rib cage expand, your chest lift into your own touch, into your own hug. And exhale, let that all settle back down towards midline. And keep that breath going, a fluid breath, constant in and out. The inhale melting into the exhale melting into the inhale, and making each breath a little more expansive, stretching out all the pockets of your lungs, getting more lung capacity every time you breathe in until it's a stretch. And that breath can be in and out through your nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth, whatever you are most comfortable with. And then make sure you are sitting up nice and tall. You can start to relax your belly, letting go of those muscles, using the muscles of your back, the muscles of your spine to stay lifted, to stay erect and tall, but allowing your belly to relax, your stomach to relax so that you can breathe into that space. And it really is just a constant breath in and out. So know that you're doing it right. You've been breathing your entire life. You'll keep breathing for the rest of your life. So you're already nailing it. And we tend to really want to categorize everything that we do, the people that we interact with, the things we see around us, into good and bad, right and wrong, positive and negative, feels good, doesn't feel good. And a lot of our experience is actually neutral and doesn't need to be put in a box on one side or the other. When we move through class, we'll get into a lot of different postures, a lot of which will be a challenge to balance or a deep stretch. And the sensation that you feel there can just be neutral, right? You don't need to assign it a quality of good or bad. It's just sensation, right? Sitting in chair pose and feeling your legs burn, it might be an intense sensation, but it doesn't have to be a bad one or a good one. It's just sensation that you're experiencing. And that stepping back from judging things as right or wrong can move out into the rest of our life. So when you have an emotion come up or a mood come up, it can just be an emotion, it can just be a mood. And it's only when we decide that it's good or bad that it becomes that thing. And we tend to shy away from the more intense emotions, the more intense sensations. But just because something is intense doesn't, again, make it bad. And of course, pain is not something that we're going for, right? It doesn't mean that you have to suffer through anything, really. but all the moments throughout the day when little things come up, when sensation comes up from you, when emotion comes up for you, when you see someone doing something and your impulse is to judge it as wrongdoing or right doing, maybe you can take a step back from that and just let them be a person. Just let the event be an event. Just let the sensation be a sensation. All right, take 2 more full breath cycles like that with this mudra. Inhaling fully until it's a stretch. Exhaling fully until you have no breath left. The next inhale, keep the lace of your hands, but stretch your palms up overhead. Create some length in your side seams, press down through your sit bones. Inhale, inhale, exhale, side bend to your right. And make it more of a lift through the left ribs than a crunch through the right. Keeping open through the armpits. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, other side. Stay for a breath in. Stay for your breath out. Inhale back through center. Tick-tocking one more time. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale left. Inhale through center. Exhale, cactus your arms, squeeze your elbows back, lift your sternum. Relax your arms by your sides. We're going to meet on our backs. So you can set any props aside for now. Come onto your back for a full body stretch. Lengthen out from fingertips to toes. Maybe roll out your wrists and ankles. Let your back arch up off the mat. Then bring your arms by your sides. Plant your feet on the ground, setting up for bridge pose. Heels come in close to your seat. And feet are about hip distance apart. Toes face the front of your mat. Press your heels down and forward and lift just your tailbone up. Keep the lower back grounded. Inhale. Exhale, press into your heels, lift your hips up, and then walk the backs of your arms onto the mat. Press it down through the backs of your arms. You can grip your mat. You can lace your hands together. But squeeze the shoulder blades onto the back ribs. Puff the sternum up towards the chin. Keep your thigh bones parallel. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Exhale, roll your spine back down to the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Figure 4. Grab the belly of the left thigh, pull it in. Keep flexing the right toes back towards your knee. Press down through your lower back. Let your shoulders relax, your head relax. If you need to place a blanket or a pillow underneath your head to sustain this posture, go ahead and do it. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, release the grip of your hands and let both knees fall over to the left. Supine twist. You can cross your legs, getting sort of an eagle wrap to the legs. You can also stack your knees if that feels better, especially this early in class. Next, inhale, draw your knees back through center. We'll set up for another round of bridge pose. Press your heels down and forward. Tailbone points up first. Then lift the hips up, walk the backs and the arms onto the mat, pressing down like a second set of feet. I'll sometimes bend my elbows, fingertips face the ceiling. That'll give me a little bit more leverage to press back through the arms. Inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale, roll your spine down to the mat. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. And your legs can say like this is if this is enough stretch for you. Maybe lace your fingers behind the right thigh, pulling that whole thing in. Soften in your face. Again, checking in to make sure your neck is relaxed. You can nod your head right and left to double check on that. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the grip of your leg. Let both knees fall over to the right. Supine twist. Keeping your upper back grounded. Legs can be wrapped, knees can be stacked. Next, inhale, bring your legs back through center. And pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. Rock and roll up and down. We'll meet in boat pose, Navasana. Landing on the sit bones, finding some balance, looping the shoulders back. And then separating the arms once you find your balance. Keep lifting up through the sternum. Inhale. Exhale, low boat. Lower back sucks down to the mat. Extend through the legs and arms. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, low boat. Again like that. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, come up. Exhale, cross your ankles, plant your hands. Come over to a tabletop, all fours. Stack your shoulders over your wrist creases, your hips over your knees. Grip the mat. Inhale, belly lowers. Chest forward, tailbone up. Exhale, press the ground away. Rounding your back, tucking your chin. Then keep that going on your own. Moving back and forth or taking some variation here. You can jump rope the spine, roll out your neck, dip your shoulders. Whatever feels good. And you've already been moving in your body your entire life, so you know how to do it. There's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. Just move. Come back to a neutral spine. Then extend your right leg out behind you. Reach your left arm forward, tabletop balance. Pick up the navel, stretching long through arm and leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee, reach back for your foot. Kick your foot into your hand, open up through your shoulder, press hard through the right hand. Inhale. Exhale, release, get long. And plant just your hand back down on the mat. Keep your right leg extended, touch the toes down. Inhale, find cow in your back, drag your chest forward. Exhale, round your spine like cat pose, really press your right heel back. And then pick your left thigh up into your chest. Place it back down. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat the spine. Press the right heel back. Hover the left thigh. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your knee back down. Tuck your left toes, three-legged dog. Right leg high. Bend your right knee, big circles with the thigh bone. Big exploratory circles. Getting out any pops in the hip, taking it around both directions. Re-extend that leg, inhale. Exhale, knee to chest, shift forward, step between your hands. Lower your back knee down, untuck your back toes. Come into fingertips, extend the spine, inhale. Exhale, half splits. You can bring blocks underneath your hands here, if that feels better, bringing the ground closer to you. And then toes can also point in any direction. If you need a stretch in a different part of your hamstring or calf, you can try flexing the toes, pointing the toes, tipping the foot both directions. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk yourself forward to lunge. Bring both hands to the inside of your foot. Left foot moves over to the right, crossing the mat. Right hand stays planted on the ground or a block. Left arm peels open. Stacking your shoulders, leaning the right arm back into the knee. Tailbone moves into the body, inhale. Exhale, both hands down to the mat. And then walk your hands towards the top left corner of the mat, sinking your butt back towards the back right corner of the mat. So you're on this diagonal here. And the right knee stays open, stacking over the knee or even opening a little wider, or stacking over the ankle, excuse me. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, walk your hands off the long edge of the mat. Extend through your right leg. Puppy pose in your chest. Let your sternum drop down. Right toes now face the right side of the mat. Face the long edge or the left side of your mat. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Come all the way up to stand on your knee, arms come high. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down, left arm over, gate latch pose. Using that bottom arm to help twist open, pressing down hard through the left knee. And as you come back up, right arm underneath the left, eagle arms. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, elbows towards your navel, around your back. Inhale, come back up, unwind your arms. Exhale, plant your hands down to the mat. Right hand plants underneath your chest, left arm high, twist. Press down hard through the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hand back down to the mat. Walk yourself forward to lunge. Adjust your feet and come up, Anjaneyasana. Pressing down through both feet, inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. And then lace your hands behind your back. Drag your knuckles down. Keep lifting up through your sternum. Pulling up through your chin, opening on the front line of your throat. Inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, release your arms up overhead. Exhale, plant your hands down and step forward to fold. Uttanasana. You can grab for opposite elbows, let your arms dangle, take any other bind that feels good. But try and fully let go of your head, maybe give it a shake. Drop your hands all the way to the mat or a block. Left hand plants underneath your chest. Bend your left knee deeply as you straighten out your right leg. Right arm high, twist. Keep sassing out through that right hip, getting more stretch on that outer line. Inhale. Exhale, both hands come down, roll up to stand. Unfurling the spine one vertebrae at a time. Arms come up at the top. Lace your fingers together. Stretch back out through your arms. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to your right. You can stay just like this or step your left toes behind, pressing into those toes, lifting more out of your hips. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, other side, tip over first. And then maybe right toes step back, press into the right toes, lean over more. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, swan dive over your legs. Nice slow bow. Inhale, halfway lift, long back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank, top of a push-up. Press the ground away and float just the right toes off the mat. Place the right toes back down, float the left toes off the mat. Place the left toes down, lower all the way to your belly. Untuck your toes, inhale, cobra. Elbows squeeze in, use the strength of your spine to lift. Exhale, roll back down. Press back, child's pose. Let your forehead rest. You can rock it back and forth if that feels right. Letting your shoulders fully relax, breathing into your back ribs. And shift forward to all fours again. Left leg kicks out, right arm forward, tabletop balance. Keep lifting through your heel, lifting through your right thumb. Feel the strength, the stabilizing in your core. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knee, reach back for your foot. Foot kicks into your hand, open through your shoulder. Breathe into the sensation, inhale. Exhale, release, get long. And plant just your hand back down. Left toes touch down at the back of the mat. Inhale, belly lowers, cow in your spine. Exhale, cat the back, round back, tuck chin. Press back through your left heel. Hover your right thigh. Place the right thigh back down. Inhale, belly lowers. Heart forward, inhale, exhale, round. Hover the thigh. Heel presses back. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your knee down to the mat and tuck your right toes, three-legged dog. Pressing the ground away, bend your left knee. Big circles with your left thigh. Take it around both directions. And re-extend that leg, inhale. Exhale, knee to chest, step between your hands. Lower your back knee down, lengthen your spine first, get your shoulders out of your ears. Exhale, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Settling into the length along the back line of your leg. Without any story, without any expectation. When we slip out of judgment, out of boxing things as right or wrong, I think it's easier to slip into gratitude instead. You can appreciate having a body to do this practice with, to get into this stretch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk yourself forward. Knees right over the ankle, both hands in to the inside of your foot. And then right foot swivels over to the left, right arm high. And having a block here can give you more space, more length in your spine, helping you to really open up and stack through your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, both hands back down to the mat and walk your hands off the top right corner of the mat. Butt sinks back on the diagonal. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands off the long edge of the mat, walking your hands all the way over to the right. Extend through your left leg. Puppy pose in your chest. Drop your sternum down, keep your hips lifted. Feel that length through the armpits. You can even drag the mat or drag the ground back towards you a little bit. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders and come up to stand on your knee. Arms come high, inhale. Exhale, left arm down, right arm over, gate latch pose. Lift of the pubic bone, lift of the pelvic floor. Press down through the knife edge of the left foot. Then left arm underneath your right, eagle your arms. You're going to cross at the elbows. Bring your hands together, elbows come up, inhale. Exhale, elbows towards your navel, round your back. Inhale to come back up, unravel your arms. Exhale, plant your hands down underneath your shoulders. Left hand comes underneath your sternum. Right arm high, wrap open, away from that extended leg. Inhale. Exhale, both hands to the ground. Walk yourself forward to lunge. Reestablish the bend in the knee over the ankle, and come up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. And lace your hands behind your back. Wrapping the arm bones behind you, lift your sternum. Dragging your knuckles down towards your back calf. Stay long in your neck. Next inhale takes you back up. Exhale, plant your hands down in front of you. Step forward to fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, hands up the shins or fingertips can stay on the ground here. Exhale, fold. And plant your right hand in front of your chest. Bend your right knee deeply. Left arm high. Twist. And bringing your hand up onto a block can make that more accessible. But really keep that left leg poker straight. Inhale. Exhale, hand comes back down. Then roll yourself up to stand. Unfurling the spine like a fern reaching up towards the sun. Arms come up at the top. Lace your fingers together. Flip the palms to face the ceiling. And then curtsy your right leg behind the left. Sit low in the hips. So my knees are stacked, my right toes are off to the side. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, step your feet back together. Exhale, curtsy other side. Left knee behind the right, sit low in your hips. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to your right. Just got a nice pop in my spine. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, swan dive over your legs. Inhale, half lift, stay long in your neck. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Hover your right toes off the ground. Maybe reach your left arm forward. Place both back down. Left foot lifts up. Maybe right arm reaches. Inhale. Exhale, plant both back down, lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Elbows squeeze in, heart drags forward, strong in your legs and glutes. Exhale, roll back down. Press back, child's pose. And take your time moving to downward facing dog. Exhaling, the hips up and back. Pressing your hands down and forward. You can keep a soft bend in your knees. Help to lengthen through your spine. Relax your neck, shake out your head. And inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, knee to chest.
Then right ankle crosses over the left thigh, figure 4 down dog. Deep bend in the left knee to create a good shelf for your ankle. Press the right knee open, inhale. Exhale, bring your shins down to the mat as is in that figure 4 shape. Walk your hands back towards you and come up to stand on your knees. Press your pelvis forward, arms come up, inhale. Exhale, right arm underneath the left, eagle arms. Inhale, elbows high. Exhale, elbows towards your belly button, round back. Inhale, come back up, unravel your arms. Exhale, plant your hands back down to the mat. Three-legged dog, tuck your left toes, right leg up and back, inhale. Exhale, fallen triangle, right knee to left elbow. Kick your leg out to the side, left arm circles up. Inhale. Exhale, both hands down, three-legged dog. Breath in. Breath out, step between your hands for warrior 1. Virabhadrasana 1, back heel to the mat. You may want some space east and west between your feet. Hips face forward, arms come high, inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms. Lace your fingers together behind your back. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, humble warrior. Keep that space across your chest as you bow. Right hip swivels underneath you. And inhale, come back up. Arms come high. Exhale, plant your hands down to the inside of your foot and walk your hands off the top left corner of the mat. Press the ground away. Keep the legs the same so your right knee is opening up. Thigh bone is plugging back into the hip. Walk your hands to the inside of your foot and step forward to squat malasana. Press into the pinky toe edges of your feet. Tweeze your sit bones together, engaging your glutes, keeping yourself lifted a little higher than where you would rest. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, toe heel your feet underneath you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, pull a prayer to your heart, Anjali Mudra. And lift your left knee up, one-legged Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale to figure 4. Cross your ankle over your thigh, sit down and back. Keep a flex in your toes back towards your knee. Reach your sit bones towards the back edge of the mat. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior 3. Kick that leg long behind you. Keep the chest buoyant. Reach your fingers long by your sides. Inhale. Exhale steps you back, high crescent lunge. Stay on your back toes here, and straighten out your front leg. Inhale. Exhale, bow over that straight front leg. Pyramid variation. So you can hop your back foot in and ground that heel if you want to. You can also stay up on your back toes. And if you're feeling real zesty, press into your right heel, lift the toes up. Wherever you're at, inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Ground through your right foot. Bend back into your knee to lunge. Warrior 2. Swivel your back heel onto the ground. Cartwheel your arms open. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. Tailbone towards the back left heel. Flip your front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Lift the right rib cage, reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. You can bring a forearm onto your thigh or reach down towards the ground or a block.
Left arm reaches forward over your head. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose. Turn all 10 toes to the side of the room, take up some space. And turn your toes in, exhale, fold, prasarita. Let your head dangle. Make sure your toes are facing that long edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your left knee, lateral lunge. Right hand plants underneath your chest, left arm high, twist. Inhale. Exhale, both hands to the mat and walk yourself forward. Low lunge, step back. Keep your right foot lifted, lower halfway. Bring the right toes down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Drag your chest forward between the frame of your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Pause. Cross your ankle over your thigh. Hips up and back. Bend your right knee. Press that knee open. Inhale. Exhale, bring your shins down to the mat. Keep the figure 4 shape. Roll up to stand on your knees. Arms come high. Inhale. Press your hips forward. Exhale, left arm underneath the right. Eagle arms. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, elbows towards your chest or towards your belly. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, unravel, arms come up. Exhale, plant your hands down. 3-legged dog. Tuck the right toes. Left leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, fallen triangle. Left knee to right elbow. And kick your leg out to the side. Circle the right arm up. Lift through the right ribs. Breath in. Breath out, hand down to the mat. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step between your hands. Warrior 1. So again, a wider stance might be good here. Press into your back heel, driving it down. Bend into the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. Place your hands behind your back. Lift up in your chest, breath in. Breath out, humble warrior. Rib cage forward and then down. And it'll be easy to relax your shoulders into your ears, but keep dragging the shoulders up and away, giving your neck some space. Inhale, come back up. Arms high. Exhale, hands down to the inside of your foot. Keep the legs the same as you walk your hands off the top right corner. So you feel external rotation through the left thigh. I'm really feeling this right underneath my glute, really. Walk your hands back to the inside of your foot. Step forward to squat, malasana. Garland pose. Pressing the knees wide, staying long in the spine, lifted in the chest. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Toe heel your feet underneath you. Allow your body to bow, your torso to dangle. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, come all the way up. Exhale, pull your hands down to center. One-legged Tadasana. Lift your right knee up. Find that stability here first. to figure 4. Cross your ankle over your thigh. Sit down and back. Toes flex back towards your knee. Keep sitting low, opening through that knee. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior 3. Kick through your heels, stretch through your arms, chest forward. Inhale. Exhale, step back. High crescent lunge. Straighten out your front leg. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Pyramid variation. Right hip or left hip swivels back in line with the right. Press hard into the right toes. Again, you can hop that right foot forward if you want. You can also spike the left toes, pressing into the heel, just getting a different stretch. And no, again, there's no right answer here. There's no variation that's better than the other. You are at where you're at, and that is, and that's that. I guess I'm sounding a little corny with that rhyme. All right, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground through the toes if they've lifted. Bend back into your knee and ground your heel. Warrior 2. Front heel lines up with the middle of the back foot. Sink into your front knee and make sure your knee isn't bowing in. Press the knee out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sink into your knee as you lift up and back, so you don't straighten out as you lean back. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward. Forearm to thigh, right arm up. You can also reach that left hand down to the ground, but do keep moving your left butt cheek underneath you. Right arm reaches forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose. Turn your toes, take up space. And turn your toes in and bow, prasarita. Press the pinky edges of your feet away from each other. Lift the sit bones. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend into your right knee. Left hand plants, right arm high, twisting away from the extended leg. Inhale. Exhale, hand back down. Walk yourself forward to lunge. Plant your hands, pressing the ground away, left leg back, keep it lifted. Shift forward, lower halfway. Foot comes down to the mat. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can always take your variation on that flow, on that Chaturanga Dandasana, making sure you're not in autopilot, you're not just moving because you think that's what you should do. But again, follow sensation. Deep breath in, big breath out. All right, inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your shin down across the top of the mat. Extend the left leg behind you. And I like to take a block, place it behind my right heel, and then it catches on my left thigh so that my foot doesn't slide back towards my hip. That feels good for me. I don't want my heel to slide back towards my hip, but that isn't the right way, right? If your heel comes back towards your hip, that's fine. If you're still getting a stretch through your right hip, right leg, great. Then have that, I have to get back into it, have that variation. And then you can fold forward. Another great place to have a block is underneath your forehead so you can relax your neck. And then settle in.
Trying to get even weight between your hips, using any props that you need. Slow down your breath. Notice what happens in your nervous system now that we have come out of that flow, right? That continuous movement. And you're asking yourself to be still.
There's a poem by Rumi that I really like, and again, not to be a cliche of a yoga teacher reciting a Rumi poem, but the poem goes, out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, take another deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Start to walk yourself back up onto your hands. Remove any props that you've been using. Tuck your back toes, right leg up and back, give it a shake. Get any movement that feels right for you. And then if you would like to flip your dog, now is your time. Touching those toes behind you, coming over, pressing through the heels, lifting the chest, reaching back. Then come back over to downward facing whenever you're ready. And you can move through a chaturanga. You can take a moment in child's pose. And then come back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, half pigeon. Bringing your left knee towards your left wrist, and then chin comes down to the mat. Getting the prop situation set up the way you want it. And then folding forward. The block can also go underneath your chest. That can feel pretty nice. I like this variation. In my ideal world, I'd have 3 blocks, which I don't have. So that I could have one in between my heel and my thigh, one underneath my chest, and one underneath my forehead. I'm also very long torsoed. I'm mostly belly, really. So my torso reaches out past my leg. Doesn't work for everyone. Check in with your face, your mouth, your eyes. Make sure that all of that is soft. And I like the line about not even the phrase each other. That makes sense, because when we get into the idea of otherness, right? I am me and you are an other. That is really the death march of compassion, I think. Because when we include someone in us, right, this idea of us, we feel more loving towards them. We feel more connected with them. We feel like giving them more credit, or, even making more excuses for whatever they do. And then when someone is them, this other, that is when we want to judge what they do as wrong or less than or strange. And that, I don't know, I think really separates humans and does a lot of damage. And of course, we're always going to find similarities and, sameness with some people over others, but just watching how we react to that, right? Watching where we want to assign right doing and wrong doing based on us and them. All right, you can work your way back up onto your hands. Set aside any props. Tuck your right toes. Three-legged dog. Send the left leg up and back. Give it a shake. And then if you want to flip your dog, again, bending that knee, slowly stepping it down behind you, making sure you're kind to your wrists, to your neck, to your shoulders as you come over. Deep breath in. Exhale, come back over, downward facing dog to child's pose. Knees down to the mat. Settle your hips back, relax your forehead, let everything soften. And roll yourself up to a seat and extend your legs out in front of you. Fully come onto your back. Another full body stretch here. Take up some space. Arms by your sides, setting up for a round of bridge pose, just like at the beginning of class. And there'll be a opportunity to extend into full wheel if you want it. All right, heels come in close to your seat. Tailbone points forward, lift your hips up, walk the backs of your arms onto the mat, press through your shoulders, press through your feet, relax your neck. You can stay right here, or hands plant by your ears. Press yourself up onto the crown of your head first, then extend your arms, press into your feet, sending your chest back. Wherever you're at, breathe into it. Long, slow breaths, filling the rib cage. Noticing sensation as it circulates through your body. Inhale. Exhale, roll yourself back down. Wash your knees right and left. Resist any urge to curl your knees into your chest right away. It's good to reset the spine first before doing any curling into the ball, especially after wheel. It's a big old back bend. All right, happy baby. Grab for the outsides of your feet, pulling your knees back, pressing your lower back down. Shoulders plug into the sockets if you need to get any movement, any tantrum baby, any variations, floating butterfly, long legs. It's all a good option. And take another breath wherever you're at. Inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. And if you have any props to set yourself up and make yourself more comfortable, I like to get a bolster behind my knees at the very least. Do that. And then open and close your mouth, relax your jaw. Maybe stick out your tongue, soften in the back of your throat. Allow your teeth to separate, your lips to part, melting any effort out of your face. And then let yourself be held here. You can stay right where you are. feeling yourself sink into the mat. And if you are up for a visualization, you can imagine that you are laying in a field of grass, feeling the soft earth beneath you, feeling that carpet of grass support you. Noticing all of the places where your body is being held by the earth. You can feel the sun warm and gentle on your skin. You can smell the sweet smell of wildflowers, of earth. And in this field, you are far away from any judgment, from any criticism. From the need to turn it on yourself or bestow it on anyone else. You can let go of any internal dialogue here, letting go of words, breathing out any thoughts, allowing them to be distant and vague, like white noise. And you can stay here for as long as you like. If you're ready for a nap or have the luxury of staying here for much longer, please set yourself up for rest and stay. If you're ready to move on with your day, take in a deeper breath. Feel yourself fill up with air and expand, taking up space in your body. Big breath out. And bring some other movement back into your body. Maybe open and close your hands. Roll out your neck. Take a full body stretch. And then work your way up to a seat. We're going to take a mudra of inner harmony. So you'll lace your fingers together in your lap and then release just your middle fingers. Middle fingers will touch together, staying straight out. So as you arrive in your seat, take that mudra. Let your shoulder blades slide down your back, sitting up nice and tall. May our practice help us move out of the habit of placing everything in a box of right or wrong, good or bad. Allowing some of our experience to be neutral, to be unjudged. Allowing us to sink more easily into a place of gratitude. Seeing not just the good, not just the bad, but everything all at once. Deep breath in together. Big breath out. Thank you for coming to your mat, for choosing to spend time in practice, spend time with yourself, with your body and your mind, and sharing that energy in this greater yogic community. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming, thanks for watching, and until next time, I hope you can let something go.